there, I will make sure I read those comments first. Oh, and I'm filming on Instagram. If I can say that. Let me know when y'all ready. I'm on YouTube as well. All that. No. What happened? What are you talking about? Oh. No, I'm good. I'm good. Shit. All right. What's going on, my boy? So here's the thing. Now again, let me give people the preamble. This topic is to make you think. It's not a right or wrong topic. Okay? Whew. And for this topic, I do not want the easy way out. The easy way out is to simply tell me, well, that's different. So I'm taking that excuse and that crutch from you. Okay? As soon as I say it, you're gonna instantly realize why that statement is gonna make so much sense here in a few seconds. I do not want, well, that's different. All right. So if you understand the terms of this conversation, put a 7 in the comments. Okay. So so I'm gonna ask two questions. We're gonna talk about them one at a time. The first one should be a no-brainer for the most part. Can you come up? Yeah, you can come up. All right. So the first question is gonna be a no-brainer. I'm instantly looking for a unanimous answer on the first. What's going on? Shout out GTS Radio. This is my boy. That's the radio show I've been on when he called me out. Peace, love, and love that you got my daughter's name too. And in the form of my brother Timothy, roll with. You named your daughter Queen. So this and the second question is where it's gonna get tougher because again, I don't want the easy way. Okay. So the first question is, who do you love more? Your boyfriend or your girlfriend slash whoever? Or your children? Children. My child. I'm single. You. Sit. Sit down. Sit. So, so that one was going to be easy. I expected that. I expected that to be hands down the child. Now, here's where sit. Here's where it's finna get left. So, who do you love more? Your spouse or your children? My child. I'm single. My spouse. Even though I'm single, I will love my spouse more. Mm. I'm gonna let y'all elaborate on that because I see things a certain way, and I know that could be a touchy conversation. I'll allow the goddess. Go ahead, Queen. Say that first. I don't mind my child more right now because I'm single. If I was to be involved in actually ever think about saying this, when my daughter is grown, I would know her. But if she was young, I have to pick my baby because I'm not in that situation. I understand you. I understand this. The reason why I say my spouse is because, for one, my children, I created. We gave that love and we gave that connection to bring to this life, and forever I am entitled to raising them, even though that's not a decision. That's something I decided to do. But from my spouse, that's the first person that I originally chose to create life. I'm single, by the way. But in the form of my spouse, I've created to form that love, that everlasting bondage between them to form life or creation no matter what. Including with my kids, you have to take, just like a woman's standpoint, you have to take them and their children is the same standpoint as the men and taking them and their children. But the standpoint of this is the love of my life, I have to teach my kids to grow up, raise them in the right ways, and let them go on their own. But with my spouse, this is somebody I have forever. It's somebody to make sure that we're bonded, we're tight in, we're locked in forever. No matter if it's with kids or not. That's why I say like my spouse is my eternal because my children person learn from me what love and everything is, and they will never learn that if it's not the correct way of treating their spouse or let alone my child's mother. Anyone else want to answer? But once I start talking, oh my God. I read the comments, big bro. Like I see Jamie and yup, you don't have kids, but yup, it'll be your spouse. Respect. I reply back to Nabal? Yeah, I did. So so here's the thing. The reason why this is gonna sound like an asshole. Hold on. Hell no, I like it as bold as it get. Because you're gonna always love your children no matter what. Period. They're given to you. You made a decision to make them. They're not going anywhere. To where it's arguable that in some stances your love is obligated instead of just given. Mm-hmm. Like when a child pisses you off because you can't change that genetic makeup, you will love them no matter what. They could literally set your house on fire. You would instantly go into, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" You're not looking. I mean, later on down the line, you might teach them a lesson for playing with oil in the kitchen and creating grease fires and all this shit. But initially, you're like, "Are you okay?" Because your obligation is to the child, regardless, hands down. Um, but when it comes to your spouse, I choose the spouse over the children because that's something that you have to choose to do and love through anything, good or bad. It's not just an obligation. You have to choose that even when it gets bad. You see what I'm saying? Where with a child, it gets bad. You're obligated to. Not every parent. Not every parent loves their child. You got a point there. Not every parent loves their child. So that seems to be your choice. You just because you gave birth, I had to come in on my back. That's not me.
that Hi Beautiful does not mean that at the end of the day, I know some parents that say they like their child, but they don't love them. Wish they never had them. Wish they never got caught up. I've heard, and they may not
Johnson.
like that child because of who they chose to have that child with.
Please follow the Facebook if you over there.
There are some situations that babies are made out of, not in the nicest way. That too. That it may end up looking like that person, and they feel obligated to take care of them, but not necessarily love them. You're always supposed to love your child. You're never supposed to love. But some people don't feel like that. There are some women that I know, some ladies that I know, in particular, two different scenarios. I know some women that love that person, but that did not want to have their children. I know. Hold on, sir. I live around some women that give no fucks about their kids and go hard behind the men that they love and have literally. So it's perfect. I want to explain this part. Understand? Is it the woman's fault, the spouse's fault, quote unquote, of who they decide to choose, or is it the children's fault who they decide to give? Because at the end of the day, like we said, all of us unconditional. But with the parents' love, that who they decide to go with, no. Hear me out. Okay, here. Let me explain this again. When somebody is taken and a child is produced, is that woman's fault? That's both parties. How is it? Well, hold on. So it's my fault that if I am minding my business and someone comes and violates me, that's my fault. And then it's hold on. And then now it's my fault that out of that a child was produced. So that's my fault. You're still dealing with the day and age of my life. You're avoiding the answer. You're avoiding the question. And I just think it takes two to, it takes, you're absolutely right. But if I am, bananas. You accepted that on behalf of the man. If it did, then you consider that on behalf of yourself. So that lust. But that lust is not the reason why that child came about. Am I not speaking English? I think I'm speaking a different language. Hold on. If a woman is violated, and out of that becomes a child, that's my violation. Are you really saying that you're a violation of it? Like you're a victim of that? Because I'm trying to understand the violation. Like let's zero down the violation point. You can't put it in the temper. Let's zero it down. You said that you're supposed to always love your children, and I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying, and then you said it is a choice that who we lay down with. Some women don't have a choice. Some women do not have a choice. That choice was taken from them, and out of that choice that was taken from them, produced a child. From that standpoint, and that's a very hard love to understand because you didn't understand that comfort so you're speaking to somebody that is. You're speaking to somebody that came from that. You're speaking from somebody that was actually raped. But that's, even though I get where we're going, but let's make sure because what would end up happening is that occurs the conversation very quick. So Miss Nate Boss, I'm sorry I couldn't hear God. I'm not sure. You could. I was just confirming what my sister was saying up there. Like the background noise is coming off your background. Yeah, somebody got background noise. I don't know which one.
Oh, that's Nate Ross. So, so here's the question again, so that everybody knows what we're talking about. And you're in a relationship, whether it be with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or with a spouse, who do you love more, that person or your children? Let's hear it. Come on, Bob. Let's hear it.
And again, you know how to
So, when you're in a relationship, who do you love more? Your boyfriend or girlfriend? In your case, will be a girlfriend. Her or your children? But then let's take it up a notch. When you get married, who do you love more? Your spouse or your children? But you cannot use the easy way out of. That's different.
it's like you're trying to do a comparison. You're like, it's two different type of loves. I'm intimate with my wife, my love, but my intimate with my kids. It's a level that was kind of hard. I was gonna love my kids, but no matter what, my wife is my partner until I die. The love I have for my wife is a little bit stronger. The comparison of my wife more than that's subject of they understand it. I see that shit. I love my wife more.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. It's something I broke down. It's just like that. It's just in my head. I'll be playing. I still love their moms. Kevin Hart shit. That's that father shit. That's on Netflix, bro.
Yeah.
I've never cried like I've cried watching that since delivery room. And unexpected, my wife. Can you break that down before, God? Because it was kind of hard for me to understand that when I was watching it. And like honestly, so you understand it. And the man's capacity mentally, I am not prepared for this role that I'm going to enter. And to have that person that I thought was going to be my partner throughout it all, I am lost. I couldn't be that person. I told her I can't reach this. I'm not going to even try to do it. So I just know I can do it, but I don't want to. That's something I don't want to do. So to see love, have your kid know how to fuck that kid. Fuck it. It's a decision when it comes to your life. Like, kid, fuck you. Don't make me change. Don't make me choose. Like, oh, same child. Fuck you. But fucking, I'm not doing that shit. So when it comes to the decision of my kid or my wife, sorry, bag of dicks. You know how he wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they ready for that conversation.
Yeah.
It's a hard conversation.
Oh yeah. It is a hard conversation, but I'm finna make it even harder. Roll with me. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because I know we had our foot up stepfather's asses for a couple days here. All right. So now we gonna put our foot up the men's asses for a minute. So here's the angle I'm trying to get at. At some point, whether they your bio kids or the stepchildren, there comes a time in a child's life where they play the parents against each other. Now there's levels to the shit. You can say sneaking candy all the way to sneaking out of the house, whatever. But at the end of the day, there comes a time where you're not going to let a child disrupt the harmony between you and your spouse, correct? Now, in these times, everybody find a palatable way to tell a child to stay in a child's place. When really, how do you tell a child I love my wife more than I love you?
I'm just saying that. So I'm cold-blooded. I'm cold-blooded. So I love you. I love my that too is burning the fuck out of here. I'm just cold-blooded. That's just my therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Oh man, this shit just was overnight. So it's just,
Now, if you notice, I thought about this conversation hard before I brought this shit to this live. Because in the other conversation, everybody be trying to speak. But if you notice, this live is on mute.
Shorty, then you bring it over here. You fucking do a little fucking feedback on that shit. It's
And I'm saying no. If you notice, this motherfucking live is on mute. Where everybody at?
I was talking to my daughter.
Where everybody? I'm talking about the comments and everything. Everything.
So I really didn't hear what you said. I thought I was fucking out. I thought it was like, you said a bad buddy.
And no, you know this.
Okay, so I didn't hear what you said.
So the thing is, well, it's an unfair angle for you because you're gonna love your child more than you love the person you're with, right?
Yeah. Same shit. I say it's a fucked up. Listen, I love my daughter. I love my daughter more than anybody in my life. Anybody. 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 But I'm also single. Now, if I had somebody to love, she's growing. She's a college graduate. I love you, boo, but I gotta tend to him. That's the same, and that's just how it is.
Now here's the thing.
Always okay, Bob. It's like this. I'm on my backup account because somebody bananaed me earlier on my main account. So it's just till tomorrow.
This conversation finna get tougher and tougher.
You gotta echo William.
Yeah, this conversation finna get tougher and tougher.
With that being said, all I can say is that I love my kids wholeheartedly and all this other nonsense. But in the same sense, yeah, I love my kids. But see, my person, I love them too. But at the end of the day, I, like she said, have an obligation. They can't give me what he can. That's what I said. A lot of butts. It actually, bro, it's like every time motherfuckers say some shit. Anything after butt is bullshit. Right? Anything after butt is bullshit. My kids cannot give me what this man give me. So again, the question is, it's more. Hell no. I always love my kids, but in the same token, stop. Y'all talking about the focus I swear to God. When it comes to certain fucking decisions, y'all niggas don't like it. That's no business. I get that shit. That shit every day. Every motherfucking day. Can't stand Bob. You make my skin crawl at times. That Bob. Is who do you love more? I don't have one of those, so it's right now it's my fucking kid.
We're not talking about right now.
Husband or your kid? Where the fuck that nigga at? Snack, husband. Oh hell, it's gonna have to be my fucking kid.
All right. This conversation finna get. Hold on, don't beat me. Don't beat me there. That's my question. Hold up. You gonna beat me to the punch. So here's the thing. So I'm asking the men, and I'm going to look at the answers and like the most people that answer one way or the other. So here's the thing, fellas. Would you be eager to get married if you found out that the way she thinks is you will never be loved more than the children that y'all either make or come to the situation?
Now who's all quiet? Now who's all quiet? Now who's muted and quiet?
Jamie said no.
life like that. Bye. 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 If I know that stepping in, why the fuck am I doing this, bro? We talk about precipitation, so where the precipitation at? We talk about rejuvenation, where the fuck is rejuvenation at? So you give me bare minimum of what you perceive as love that I should have. So I know I should have.
William White said to repeat it. All right, so William, here's the question: would you want to get married to a woman if you found out she would love her kids more than she would love you?
I'm good. I'm good. You can do a lot of shit out of love. You can do a lot of shit out of love. I don't think love is always positive. It can bring out the negative in a motherfucker. So because you love your kids more, like I'm out that bag, I'm out there. Wrong shit because you love your kids. Fuck me. Because you love your kids and your kids say this fucking ass shit. Copy. Manipulation is a bitch. You know how to I'm trying to understand why y'all feel that kids and spouse love is the same. It's not. It's not a comparison, but at the end of the day, obviously it is. Obviously, it's a comparison because you're fighting for a spot of love, and every love is different. Every love is different. I'm talking about Jesus, man, wife. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the love between a mother and a child is different between the love between a husband and a wife. So it is different type of love for your child as there is a different type of love for my husband. That's not the question. That's the answer.
But the thing is, I took that away. Remember, I started starting it. I was like,
I said, you really can't compare because I'm intimate with my wife and I'm not with my kids. That means you wasn't listening. You're listening to respond, or quite frankly, that you're doing it a lot. You're not understanding because of that. Who the fuck are you talking to? Damn, see, you're emotional right now. Wait, why are we as men trying to compete or compare ourselves to children when it comes to how much a woman loves anybody? Actually, if that woman's love for her child isn't toxic to the point where her little boy is her man, I don't give a how much she love her kids. I hope she love her kids. Like, why be so insecure that you're saying, oh, if she love her kid more than me, I can't be around.
Well,
I hope you love your kid.
Well, don't make me.
I'm not getting it from that standpoint.
Well, again, the conversation was thought provoking, not so much for people to make the assumption. But at the end of the day, though, what I am trying to get at is there are certain circumstances where your spouse will make a decision in favor of the children when morally it should be in favor of your spouse. And
talking way
and
I get that part.
And
that's true.
And why is that?
Because the union was supposed to be. Because that's her child, and her child is probably going to come first in that situation because she loves that child.
But again, if certain circumstances require that the decision is in favor of the spouse than the child, then why is that the case?
Because from that woman's perspective, that's the decision to make. From somebody else's perspective, it may be different. Morally speaking, a lot of things change morally over time. What's moral today may not be moral tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What's right today may not be right tomorrow. So, I mean, I get it, but
so
you know what I'm saying? Like,
there are relationships right now hanging on by a thread because there are people that will put more energy into the child than their own relationship. Matter of fact, I'm counseling a couple like that right now. She is literally on the thread of losing her husband because every decision that she made with the child, she did it without him. Oh, that's my baby. I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's my baby. I'm gonna do this. They need help. I'm gonna do this. But he's like, for one, I'm your husband. You're not coming to me. In this case, no.
And he's feeling a little insecure or upset that these decisions are being made without him, which I get. You know what I'm saying? He probably should be consulted and asked on what's going on.
But how? But how's that? But how's that insecurity? Because at the end of the day, the decision she makes takes a toll on the both of them, not just her. Now, I can see if you making a decision and shit is only harm and foul on you, then cool, I can shut the fuck up. Then literally my panties are in a bunch just because you did some shit without me knowing. All right, cool, tomato, tomato. But if it's all encompassing and you making decisions that I gotta help back you on, but you're not including me, that's one of the worst situations to be in. Is to walk in a room, know some shit finna change, and no matter what, I gotta back it just because I'm your husband.
Yeah.
So get away. So go. Let's bring it all the way back full circle. The reason why I'm asking these questions the way I am is because I want people to think broadly. And anytime you bring up a child, everybody instantly goes into that boat of what fucking type of shit. Why would you even? It's easy to go down that route because
don't pick it back around that bitch. Niggas get up on shit.
it's it's easy. The second you bring up child, mama bears and papa bears pop out, and I get it. I'm not saying that that's wrong. Again, this conversation isn't about right or wrong, but what I am trying to get at is if you are putting more energy and doing more things for the child and helping that child more, and it's taking a toll on your relationship. The reason why I asked the question that way is because to the average Joe, the average man, it feels like, damn, I'm jealous and you love that child more than you love me.
Yeah, and that's all it is. No, I'm not saying that's. I'm not saying because that's not all it is. Because like you said, now you're making decisions that affect. Saying, you know what I'm saying? These decisions are affecting me, and I have no input in it. That may come from a lack of trust on her part for him when it comes to her kid. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Everything's right, and plus that safe space. She still's not gonna like it. She doesn't want to. I can't make her or force her to be vulnerable. That has to come within her. Right. That's what I said. That's what I said. It's a lack of trust on her part. I'm not saying he did anything to be untrustworthy. I'm just saying it's a lack of trust on her part to include him in that decision making. It sounded like you said his part. Nah, not on his part, on her part.
So again, I get the whole insecure, jealousy, all of that, but at the end of the day, though, just as a child needs a safe space and whatever that dynamic may look like, so does your spouse. And for the slim chance that we have men that are in that same predicament, there's men that will put their child over their woman. I've seen it. So again, this is not just being aimed at the women, it's also aimed at the men. Like, why, when it comes to your relationship, would you let a child either directly or indirectly anchor that?
I mean, I'll be honest. What's good, everybody? What's happening, bro?
What's up?
Bad guy, what's up? Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, right? For one, excuse me? Everyone should know a single woman with kids is a today hoe, tomorrow loss. That's crazy. That's I mean, his name is asshole, so yeah. So I'm not gonna pay any mind for what you just said. So your mama should have swallowed you in that case, okay? I like this style. Oh, I'm mute on that one. for real though, I'm like, I put my kids first due to the fact of they ain't even asked to be put in this crazy nonsense, right? And my job is to make sure that they grow with the best opportunity to be to them. Now, of course, I'm gonna put them first. They're part of me. And if as a team we both put the kid first, it's growth. Now everybody, they need their space and they thought and they need some love too. That can be given second. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, I gotta put my kid first.
So I don't mind. See, what I don't want people to think is I'm not telling you to put your child first. Because when it comes to their health and welfare, your child should always come first. That goes without saying. You're not gonna lose that debate with me. But where I am gonna stand 10 toes on is there are some people that will do it to a level in which it starts to have a negative impact on the relationship. Because again, if I'm the man of the house and I walk in the house and I feel like the kids rule my dynamic, I'm gonna have a problem with
Get it?
it. That's just what it is.
It falls under the communication though. Like if I talk to my spouse, I'm like, all right, so I just got done talking to the little one. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about she's gonna do this and make she really thinks she can excel in this. And I'm telling my spouse the game plan of how I plan on progressing it.
All right.
And it should be a communication on how we progress it, and not necessarily a.
I'm gonna give you.
See, I get what you're saying, bro, but you understand it's an uncomfortable conversation when it's not your kid.
So I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you two scenarios.
Conversations for comprehension, but let's be real with it. It's not your job. Your input. It falls slightly, bro. Input is more of an opinion or suggestion. Now, anyway, and that sort, right? I mean, that falls under the let's be honest, right? So let's be honest. Unless a woman is really ready to give that man a seat to care about that child, right? Like if I'm taking care of the family, right? Me, I'm considered the king of the castle, right? And as king of the castle, how I want the house to move. You know what I'm saying? Like don't sit down and just give me that seat if you're not willing to work with me in that sense. If my method ain't good enough for you, we shouldn't be floating in the same river.
Okay, so let me ask this question: Who should? And this is gonna be a loaded question. The more I'm thinking about asking this question, I can just feel shit. Hold on. Let me. My nuts got to drop again. Wait a minute.
Wait, let me take a pull. Wait.
My nuts got to drop again. Wait a minute. Oh shit.
Let me lay my medication. Already changes.
So here it is. Here it is. Who should a woman trust more, her spouse or her own child?
Right? Who should? Is the question. It depends on what we're talking about. What situation? And how she. Damn, why you did that, bro? Why you did that? Oh my God, it wasn't even like half a minute. No, the answer was said. She just got herself. Shit, it depends. I'm seeing the comments. Oh shit. I ain't gonna say shit on this one. That's a great answer. I think she should trust herself, depending. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
And how
here's
That's
my
not
thing.
an option.
Here's
That's not an option.
here's
Easy way out.
Easy
way out.
Here,
Easy way out. Like this is why we have these conversations. He had a couple mental once you how you think. The way you respond lets me know how you feel. So fuck that, cause this motherfucker ain't gonna say shit. Two fucking options. Fuck that. Don't be back. He do the shit to me. I gotta take that shit. And you right here, you fucking shit. We doing this today. Fuck that. Well, hold up. I don't have to take that shit from you. I don't have to. I
Okay. Here's how I look at it. Here's how I look at it. When it comes to certain things, I feel like an investigation need to be had. You feel me? Like now, I have a daughter,
Exactly.
a new daughter that's coming into my life and whatnot. If she said, "Hey, mama, look, Stanley been on some bullshit. He been in my room," and shit, you need to have that investigation. But if I look up and be like, "Hey, this little motherfucker ain't ate dinner. That's why I ain't gave her something," you should just take this shit and ride.
That's why she got to trust herself.
You see what I'm saying?
Trust herself to get a partner. That's
But
what
but if that child goes to you and say, "No, I did eat. Fuck him," I'm gonna have a problem with that. I'm gonna have a problem with. I'm gonna have a big ass problem with that because again, that lets me know that anytime that child says something to you, you gonna take that child's word and go with it. So my question still stands though, because if you take SA and grape and all that and shove it up your ass for a second, because I love when people go that route, but everybody ain't out here doing that shit. Just stop with the extreme for a second. If you take the extreme off the table, who should you trust more? Your child or your spouse?
if you take the extreme off the table, if you take harm and danger off the table, then you should trust the adult.
But now let's look at real life scenarios. Is that really the case?
No, not all the time.
Wow.
That's not fair because nowadays hold on. Nah, wait, no, you ain't gonna die. Hold on. He told us to take these things off the table. And then when we take them off the table and say, trust the spouse, he say, yeah, but that's not real life. And the question is funny as fuck because you really look at it. It makes you think of our generation. See before, maybe 90s, maybe it might be, yeah, because we can say our spouse more than the kids women say shit because they feel this, they don't know how to operate right. So he said, I said a lot of fucking lies when I was a kid, bro. So you can fucking tell me the truth for shit. The sky's fucking green, fucking. You feel me? So I was on that type of shit. But now, the spouse wait when it comes to relationships, 9 times out of 10, are you really listening to them? Especially if she's a single mother. Is she really gonna hear you like that? I mean, it's a conflict. It's a good you can be a good her unit is with her child, bro. You're never gonna get in between her and that child. So even think of trying to do, bro. You know me, I'm the bad guy. I'm gonna say the truth. If that's the case, then she needs to be by herself, right? Because at the end of the day, if you can't get a good dude, right? That, if you can't give him the keys to the fact of like, all right, the last castle crumbled, it fumbled, you know what I'm saying? Look, I picked you to be the man of the house. Alright? I picked you. Unless they giving out 10 jobs that we don't know about, alright? It gotta be the dude. If the dude can't do it, then Shorty just picked it wrong. Honestly, listen, it's gonna be tough for this to slide through with ease because me, I was raised in a single mother home. Alright? She did try to give someone the keys. He lost the keys. Alright? He couldn't get back in the house. Okay? And then it was a situation, I was a stepdaddy, and this kid was bad as hell. I threw the keys away. Alright? And I left the house. Alright? I swear to God, you saying the same shit I've been thinking. Nigga, I was raised single. There was multiple men that had good resumes, but because I was emotional, that motherfucker wasn't looking here. So we had this conversation. You have to understand, kids are very manipulative, and the fact that you love your child to a certain extent does cloud your judgment sometimes. But when we have these conversations, we're not putting in that comparison. We're saying the majority, but it is the same way we can know there's boys around. You can't honestly know you got some fucked up sisters over here. So when we have these conversations, you never want to be admit, yeah, there are some homes like that, but it's always I think it's personal. I'll be honest. As a dark skinned brother, I can't say that so freely. Right? Yeah, I'm just saying. This was the guy up there. Don't do that. Don't do that. I say that there's like 15 reporters. All right. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, it's one of those. A lot of people be failing. It is what it is. A lot of people be failing as parents to even raise their kids to know, hey, listen, I'm not taking this. All right, you keep wilding out, I'm on your heels. All right, now listen to him. This is a good choice. All right, F that. You're gonna have to suck it up and give him the same respect you give me. I'm not hearing no queens. I need queens. I need the input in that. How do you feel? Honestly speaking, if your child has impasse with the man you're dealing with, he's a good man. We're not gonna say he has flaws. He's a good man. You know what I'm saying? What happens there? Because I had three good fucking, you know what I'm saying, dudes that tried to be that. That's your own book.
I think because of how touchy this conversation is, how things went, we might have to have a part 2 on this one.
That's the bad part. Like take your emotions and feelings out of the conversation. Can you have a logical conversation? Can you converse without getting emotional? Your response just be, all right, directly speaking, I get your perception. I get that. All right. You really can't communicate if you can't understand the other side. Hey, coming from a guy who sounds like he's always talking with emotions, the way he be bro, I be straightforward, bro. I don't got time for all that dumb shit. See, a lot of people think they're somebody because they read a book. I'm using all these fucking words and syllables and shit. But just be direct, bro. Fuck all that. Why you keep tiptoeing around the fucking book in there, bro? Fuck, yes or no, bro. I don't hear the buts and maybe and thinks and I don't know, bro. Let's have a conversation, bro. You're not even. You just get to the root. There's a reason why you don't like that. There's a reason why you irritate. There's a reason why that shit hits you. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, bro. Talk about why you mad. Why? Honestly, why you mad? It's hard to be mad at me. Look at this motherfucker, bro. You know how many times we argue, bro? It's hard to really be mad at me, bro. You gotta be. I gotta owe you money. It's not some shit for you to be really, really mad, bro. Bro. This is what this platform's here, right? I don't know nobody. I don't want to. We ain't gonna meet ever. So, that's all, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna re-amp this conversation. Cause this conversation ain't done. But right now, I gotta let it sizzle. I gotta let this motherfucker sizzle. So I'll be back on later tonight. I gotta let this motherfucker sizzle. Again, y'all, welcome to the live. This is a thought provoking live. Um, y'all know Club Shay Shay. This is Club Roll. You feel me?
Yeah, oh, no, you gonna use what I said now.
This is Club Roll, goddamn. Yeah. So it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. So make sure y'all go hit the link tree in my bio. Follow the Facebook and the Instagram links. You feel me? Because this ain't gonna stop. But we gotta let this one ride for a second.
This your fucking fault, my nigga. This your fucking fault. Every time I come on your live, it's a bull. I never got banned, so I came on your platform. Mama, more, bro. Well, everybody on platform be chilling, vibing. Your platform, your mom take me off that little fuck shit. At least I know who. Yo, bro, I swear to God, bro. It's who is on his live, bro. Oh man, he didn't hit that. He didn't hit that. Oh man, fucking around Great come up too. Great talk shit. I fuck with certain people. I swear to God, if you get on this platform, you gotta be built for it. You understand? They have different perceptions, different type of people, different type of characters. You can fuck with shit. You'll scan. This ain't for you, bro. There's a lot of fucking creators that want to be that, bro. This ain't. Honestly speaking, on these TikTok lives, will break your whole shit. If you're trying to be a certain person, you will get exposed on these lives because your perception, your character ain't to par, bro. Yeah, I'm not